How's it, guys? I'm Gus the African Plant Hunter, and I am on my continuing mission to make little videos about historic trees of Zimbabwe, pursuing the sequence in Lynn Mullen's book, excellent book, published in the 1990s, called Historic Trees of Zimbabwe. There are 60 trees in that. This one is tree number 2, Delonyx regia, and it is called the Odd Man Out. It's a flamboyant tree in a otherwise perfect row of jacaranda trees. And the story behind it is that this was originally called Cape Avenue and then subsequently became Montague Avenue, is now Josiah Chinamano Avenue. And in 1902, the rainy season 1902-03, this avenue was planted at the behest of Sir William Milton with jacarandas. However, he had also planted, prior to that, this one tree as a flamboyant tree. And when the jacarandas were planted, he decided to leave it because this one had already started growing, and although it's quite small, it was already doing quite well, and so he left it there. Years later, the Harare City Council, the Salisbury City Council as it was at that time, tried to remove this tree because it interrupted their perception of order and how everything should be, because as you will see, it's standing out of line. But they were persuaded by one park planner from within the city council that actually this was a historic tree and needed to be preserved. It's historic because the flamboyant tree has also been used, like the jacaranda, throughout Zimbabwe, particularly in Harare, as a ornamental tree. It's a really beautiful ornamental tree, and this is the very first one. So William Milton was 24 years old when he first came to Rhodesia, or came to Africa actually, as a young civil servant in 1878. 13 years later, he became the personal secretary to Cecil Rhodes, and then came up to Rhodesia at the time that Rhodes came here, 1892, 91, 92. He rose, his first position was Native Affairs Commissioner, and he rose to become the administrator of the entire country of Rhodesia. And he retired in 1914 at 60 years old, and went back to Britain at that point. But he left behind this legacy of flamboyant trees and jacaranda trees, both of which he loved, and it's said that he used to give out seeds from the flamboyant to all his friends to get them to plant them in the garden. So this is tree number 2, Historic Trees of Zimbabwe. I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm Gus the African Plant Hunter, and if you did enjoy this, you can see plenty more on my YouTube channel, Facebook, africanplanthunter.com. Check me out there. It's been great having you, and I look forward to chatting with you guys again. All right, take it easy. Bye.